All right, welcome to the Entrepreneur Insider Secrets podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about how to leverage affiliate marketing for passive income. Now, obviously, when you are an entrepreneur, one of the most important things to having your own business, to getting things started, to getting things moving is your ability to generate income, correct? I mean, without the income, things fall apart very quickly because without income, you can't do this full time. Without income, you can't pay the bills and you're forced to do other work to keep things going while you're in the middle of getting this thing off the ground and getting launched and making enough money to support you. And so this is obviously the central core in the element that so many entrepreneurs struggle with to get it at a certain level where their business is sustainable and can pay all the bills. And one of the problems and the reasons that they struggle with that, and when entrepreneurs have trouble with these things, is that we limit the way that we can generate income. We only think like, well, I know how to coach people, so I have to find one-on-one coaching clients, or it's not going to work. Or I have a course, and that's all I got, and I either sell people into my course or that's it. And one of the things that we have to understand is there's a lot of ways to take a certain lane and expand it and find other ways to generate income for your business, find other ways to generate income. And today we're going to talk about one of those ways. We're going to be talking about how to use affiliate marketing to create extra income for your business, to create additional streams of revenue for what it is that you're working on. And it's really an interesting way of building some extra revenue. It's an interesting way of building some extra income for yourself, because with affiliate marketing, you don't need to create the business. You don't need to create the product, the service. You don't need to serve the clients. So if people are going to enter into a program and they have questions and they need help and support, they go talk to the other person. They go get help from them. They don't come to you and ask their questions. They don't come to you and ask for help and support going through the program. They're going to the other person. So you really get paid for helping make the sale, and that's it. You get a commission for sending people to their business, and as a thank you for sending them clients, they pay you a commission back, and they pay you some revenue back so that you can get paid for the act of sending them clients, but now they're their clients, and so you don't have any further responsibility. You get paid a fee, whatever that, the fee obviously depends on who you're sending them to and what type of service it is. If it's a large ticket item, you're going to get paid a lot more than if it's a small ticket item. But you're going to be sending things out, and you are going to be, having the ability to promote other people's products and services without having to create anything, without having to build anything, without having to do any of the work or the customer support, and to generate some passive income from this. And so these are really kind of some neat ways of getting some extra money, getting some extra revenue, getting some extra income coming in ways that don't involve you creating anything. And so this is, again, you have no startup costs. You really don't have to fulfill any products. And if you do this well and you align it with your brand, so that, and this is important, is that you need to make sure that you're aligned with what it is. If you are offering, life coaching, and now you're, telling your clients, hey, I have this great deal on that you can get on surfboards. It may be a great deal. It may be something that's great, but it doesn't align with your brand. And now we have a mismatch, and people are going, why is he talking about surfboards? This is not at all what we came here for. And this is something that you have to make sure it aligns, that it dovetails nicely with what it is that you do. You want to make sure that it makes sense. Like my clients or my audience would definitely want and be interested in this thing because it dovetails very nicely with all the things that I'm talking about all the time. And so this is, this is something that can make a lot of sense. It can be a win-win, rather than just tell people, hey, go work, go research this person because that's the person that can help you. Because a lot of times these are things you're not even going to do. Okay, when you think about it this way, you may offer a certain service, and there are other things that people need to get, keep making progress in this area, but you're really like, that's not really my lane. That's not really what I do. You should go talk to Jim over here. Jim is the one that is the right person to do it. Well, great. That's great for Jim, but guess what? It would be even better if you referred people to Jim to work with him on that area and you got paid for it. You see how this is just, it can be a natural thing rather than just say, hey, go work with this person. You can be like, hey, go work with that person. And as a result of you going to work with that person, I gave you an affiliate link with a code in it that tracks the sale back to me as the person who referred you to them. And now as a result, I get some income from it. I get paid because I sent this person a new customer. And so it could be a very natural thing. We had times, where we would say, hey, here's a person that, will help you with this service. And we were not interested in providing that service. That didn't fit us. It's not what we wanted to do, but hey, they provide a great service. And then as a result of us recommending and setting them clients, they gladly paid us an affiliate commission back. And it was a very natural thing. So when you're thinking about who do I recommend for other people, like I need help with this, and you're like, who can I recommend? Well, before you recommend them, check and see if they have an affiliate program. Check and see if they don't, and it's just an individual, and you're like, hey, Jim, I know some clients. I know some people that would probably be interested in working with you. Can we come to an agreement that if I start sending you clients, I get paid a little affiliate commission for sending you clients based on what I'm giving over to you? Because at the end of the day, you're essentially being the salesperson for that person's business. When you think about it, you are selling their business for them. And so they'll be like, great, I'd happy to pay you an affiliate commission. If you will send people to me, I will be happy to pay you an affiliate commission because that's perfect for me. I am very glad to do that because this is going to work out really well. I get clients and I don't have to advertise. I don't have to do all the marketing. I don't have to do all the other work to get clients. They're coming to me. And I'm happy to give you a little bit of the money I would have spent on ads or marketing or all the, to compensate for all the time that I don't have to go out and sell people. It's a lot more cost effective for me in that way. And you as the affiliate can now do that. So if you know of somebody, if you say, I know of this person and they would be great, but they don't have an affiliate program, just go talk to them and send them a note and say, hey, I have people that I know that would probably be interested in working with you, and I could start sending people to you. Could we potentially set up an affiliate relationship? Could we set up something where I get paid a commission for sending you clients and being able to do that? And that way you don't need a big audience. You just need to know that this makes sense. This dovetails nicely with what I do. And it's not something that I'm going to do. Like, it's not, I'm never going to provide this service because it's just not what I want to do. And so it dovetails. It perfectly fits together. And you just always know that I send these people when they want that help. I send them to Jim. Jim says, great, thank you very much. And as a gratitude for sending me another client, here's X dollars back in return. And it can generate nice income. It absolutely can. Now, some things to think about when you're doing this is obviously your mind's going, well, I could send people here. I could send people there. And you're right, you could. Now, here's some things that you always want to think about. You want to choose affiliates that align with your niche well. I've already been kind of talking about that. You want affiliates that, again, you don't want to be a life coach sending people to buy surfboards. It's just, well, I can make money selling surfboards. Oh, maybe, but that's not why your audience is here. And when you shift gears like that, I mean, I know people that do this. They turn their list into an affiliate marketing machine. You're on their email list, and this week they're promoting this as the ultimate solution. And then next week they're promoting somebody else's stuff as the ultimate solution. And then another one and another one. And after a while, you're like, okay, I'm not even listening to you anymore. You're a complete waste of time. All of your emails just go on auto delete at this point. I'm not even, or I'll just unsubscribe completely, because this is just a nonstop pitch, random things fest, and it's not in alignment. So you need to know that these are things that your audience would truly be in alignment for. This is something they would be very much interested in. They would be like, yeah, that's it. I would definitely be interested in that. Tell me more. So then your audience doesn't feel like you're selling them all the time. They feel like you're serving them. They feel like you're helping them. Like, hey, I know many of you are in need of help or assistance in this area. While I don't do that directly, we do have a resource or a person that we recommend checking out because it's great. And it's something that would align perfectly, and they do a great job of solving this issue and taking care of these things. We recommend going and looking at this. And then your clients, honestly, if you do it correctly and you don't overdo it, you do it correctly, your clients are going to be grateful. Like, thank you for the recommendation. That's great. And ultimately, affiliate relationships don't really, 99% of the time, don't make a difference to the person. Because, if it's $1,000, it's $1,000 either way. The only difference is, are you getting an affiliate commission back? So there is no, situation here where you are, costing them more money by being the affiliate. No, the price is the price, and the program is the program regardless. You're just getting paid to help make the sale. And so when you're doing this, some things to keep in mind, like, who should I recommend, or how should I do this? Well, some of the things that I would highly recommend is, you want to look for good quality products and services. You want to know that this is actually good. You don't want to just randomly pick stuff and say, oh, this looks interesting, I'll just start recommending that, because if anybody buys it, I get paid. Well, here's what I'll recommend. You should, if it's an individual, you should work with that individual as a client first. You should use their service. You should go through their program. You should know what it's about, if it's good or not. You should have experience with them, or you should, if you don't go through as a client, you should know what they're doing very well. You should have some type of relationship there where you are extremely familiar with what they're doing. And so you can look at it and say, yeah, I know really well what they're doing. I know exactly how they do this. They do great work. So you can say with a high degree of confidence that this is a good service. Or if it's a product like a course or something, you go through the course, you're like, yep, this is fantastic. And this is a great way for you to learn what products are good to recommend. Like, you have experienced them yourself. You have gone through that program yourself, and oh, that was so helpful to me. This is great. This is fantastic. I highly recommend it. Now you have that confidence. Now you have that feeling of certainty that, yes, this is a program worth referring other people to. This is a program that is really, really helpful. They do a great job of taking care of their clients, and it's a great experience. And you want to also know that they're going to pay you well, because depending on the program, now if it's a service generating program, like they're coaching people or they're working directly with people, the commissions as a percentage are going to be lower. Okay, because there's a lot more cost involved in delivering that product. If it's, $5,000 for 12 months of coaching, they may pay you a maximum $1,000 for the affiliate referral. But if you sell somebody into a course, and it's a $5,000 course, you may get $2,000 to $3,000 in affiliate commission. You probably get $2,000. You get double the affiliate commission. Why? Because it's a passive income product. They don't have to serve the client. They just sell in the course. And when the people go through the program and it's not a lot of hand holding, they can offer a much higher commission rate. So a lot of times on services is more like 10 to 20%, depends on the service, depends on the program. Depends on the type of business that this is. So you can get 10 to 20% commission based on what the service is, or if it's a passive product like a course or just something like they're going to download or things that they're going to get, you might be able to get as much as 40% commission if it's an information product, because hey, they don't have any more costs. They're just, paying you for the right to sell for selling it for them. And so you can get a much higher commission. So it's got to be, when you look at these things, you want to make sure that the products you're recommending are worth your time. A, you want to know that it's good. B, is it worth my time? Am I going to get paid enough to make this worth my time? And think about it this way. We all know that Amazon has their little product links that you can share with people, and we all do it, right? We all share those, and those are affiliate links that we share. Hey, where did you get that camera? Where did you get that book? Here's a link, you can go buy it. Great. And people do that all the time. But on so many of their products, you get paid pennies. You get paid, like, you recommend they have an affiliate link for a book. Great. You get a 17-cent commission or something like that. It's not anything that you're going to be able to build a business off of. You're not going to be able to earn enough income off of that because the commissions are so small. So you need to think about that. Is this because you don't want to pound your customers or your audience with a million affiliate offers. You don't want to hit them like, now you can do this, now you can buy that, now I recommend this, now and you can have a recommended list, but you don't want to hit them up all the time with so many, and especially if it's not really worth it to you anyway. If the commissions are so small that I'm only going to make a very small amount anyway, I'm not going to overwhelm my people and my audience with buy this, when, hey, at the end of the day, it's not making me hardly anything anyway. So why am I going to even do that? It's not worth it to me. It's not worth potentially straining the relationship with my client base to push this for them, because I'm not getting anything out of it anyway. So you want generous commissions. You want the product to look good. If you send people to the website, does the website look decent? Are you recommending a service and a product, and you send them to the website, and all of a sudden they feel like, is this really legit? Is this a good product? Because this looks kind of sketchy. You don't want that. You want the website to look good. You want them to have a good feel for it when people look at it and they go, wow, that's actually quite good. That's interesting. That's something that, I feel safe and good about buying. Looks like a legit outfit, and they have good support. And again, that just comes from you knowing the people, knowing the product, maybe going through it yourself. So you want to feel like you're recommending things that aren't just going to make you money, but are also really good. They're good products with good people providing good service. And when you do that well, you really can diversify what you're doing without having to build anything, without diluting your brand and saying, well, now we're offering this service and that service, and now all of a sudden you're scattered across all these different things. No, you can get paid and just say, hey, that's great. I fully recognize that service is valuable and needed. That's not exactly our lane. It's not our expertise, but here, go to this person. They're fantastic. And when you do that, it's a way to earn income. It's a way to grow your business. It's something that can do that without having to dilute and get you off on things that don't make sense. So the core here is select a few central affiliate partnerships that are like really make sense for you. Like, hey, if you're wanting to do this and you want to go here, then you should, check these people out. Check out this program. Check out that situation over here, because that's worth it. That's a great program. Those are great people. They're going to take great care of you. And if you just have a few core affiliate relationships that you can send people to, you're going to avoid overwhelming your audience. Like I said, I have people that I just put on mute, because now what are you trying to sell me? It's just, now you're trying to sell me yet another program with yet another service, telling me how it's the perfect thing that I need. And like next week, there'll be a whole different one that you're doing. And you're just pitching all sorts of affiliate products, and we see through it, and I'm no longer even listening to you. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to overwhelm your audience with those constant pitches or try and sell things that are unrelated just because I can make money if I get somebody to buy it. Okay. But guess what? It doesn't fit your audience. And when you start changing channels like that, when you start offering products and they're going, why would I be interested in that? That's nothing to do with why I'm here. And when you do that, and when you start shifting gears, like all of a sudden, today you're talking about serving authors, and then next week you're talking about a completely different program and a completely different idea, people just like tune you out and then they leave because like, this makes no sense. This is not why I came here. This is not what I'm interested in and not what I want to do. So how do you do this? And one more thing I want to mention is, again, there's a real value in making sure and having fewer of these, but knowing with confidence that what you're recommending is high quality. That is extremely important because we've had in the past times, unfortunately, where we had people we thought were doing a good job. We thought this is a good person. We had somebody who was doing website development. They were building out websites and doing different things, and they were doing the work that we didn't want to do. We were not there to build out websites. We were not going to take all that on. We didn't have the time or the resources or the bandwidth to do that. And yet we had people that needed their websites built out. And he was like, well, I'm a web designer. I do it all. Great. So we started sending him business, and with the understanding that, hey, we're getting you clients. There should be a little bit of an affiliate commission coming back. And this person, we thought was a real stand-up, decent, solid person. And yet over time, we learned otherwise, unfortunately. He would take the money of the client and then not do the work. And then he wouldn't pay us any, and then months would go by and we were sending him clients and getting paid zero for sending him clients. So he was stiffing us on paying us affiliate commissions for making sales for him. And he was stiffing the client for doing the work. And so what happens? Well, what do you think? The clients that we recommended to us, who do you think they're mad at now? Us. They're getting mad at us. You recommended this person to me and he's terrible. He's not doing the work. He's not getting any of this stuff done. And now they're upset at us. Well, needless to say, we quickly quit recommending this person. But this is just a lesson for you to keep in mind that it's important to know who you're working with here. It's important to know that they're actually going to provide good service, because if you don't, or if this person lets you down and doesn't do the work and doesn't do it well, now your clients are mad at you because you were the person who gave the recommendation and you gave a bum recommendation. Even if you didn't do it knowingly, even if you didn't do it on purpose, suddenly now you're dealing with upset clients for something that you didn't even do. As you're sending the business in good faith and they are not being honest on the other end. They're taking the money, not doing the work, and just being dishonest about this. And that's why it's so critical to have a few core affiliate relationships that really make sense, that pay you reasonably well, that are worth it for your time, and that you have full confidence in when you're sending clients to. That way, you're not overwhelming your people, you're not over pitching them, and you have confidence that, hey, yes, you go to this person, they're going to take great care of you. I know they will. They're going to work hard. They're going to do great work, and it's going to be a great situation for you. And you don't have to doubt it. And that's why I recommend test the product yourself. Know the relationship. Have it strong, because sadly, sometimes people can let you down. Sadly, sometimes people can drop the ball and not be who they said they were when you talked to them, and they assured you that they were going to take good care of people, because they weren't. They didn't. And they made a mess, and they were not acting appropriately. They're not behaving honestly. And now you're cleaning up the mess as a result. And you're having strained relationships with your clients because of something that wasn't even your fault. So with that being said, with that word of caution kind of thrown in there, how do you do this? Well, if you have a website, which I would hope that you do of some sort, you can start putting these links out on your website. You can start putting recommend a page of recommended services. Like, if you are interested in these additional things that you need help with, here are some recommended service providers that these are the people that we recommend you look into and you use. And so you can just put an image of their service with maybe a short description, and embed your affiliate link in there. And you can, do YouTube videos. You can talk about it on a podcast. You can talk about it on your social media or your emails, and mention these places. Like, if you're needing help with these are who we recommend. These are great providers. And you could even use stories and talk about, hey, we just want to let you know that we sent one of our clients to these people, and boy, did they do a fantastic job for them. They helped them. They made such a difference in their business, in their life, in their situation, and they helped them so much, and look at the results that they got for them. So we just want to let you know that if you're ever in need of this, we recommend this. And you can say that. And it's a great way of getting additional affiliate income. It's a great way of promoting the other business. It's a great way of doing that. But again, you have to have very strong confidence that if you're putting your reputation out there, you have very strong confidence that the people on the other side are going to hold up their end of the bargain. So you can do all that. You can set up evergreen affiliates situations where you can go out and you can put out, like, hey, get this free guide and an ebook, and embed it in the ebook, as you can put links to, if you need help with this is who we recommend you use. Additionally, one of the things that you can do is, like, hey, and I know that people, like, there was a funnel software company out there that people did this type of thing with all the time. So one of the things that people did was they would add their own products and services to what was happening. So let's say you wanted to buy this funnel software, and if you buy it through me, I will also give you my guide on how to use the software, my 3-part video series that will aid you in getting these types of things done with that software. I will also give you this program or that program. You can start laying in all these extra services. You can start layering in all of these extra resources and say, if you buy through me, if you buy clicking this link, I will then send you all of these extra programs and resources. And these could all be things that are already done, that you've already created, that don't cost you anything extra. But now the person's saying, well, why would I go directly to the site to buy it? If I buy it through you, I get all this extra stuff. And it's the same price. It's the same cost. It's the same terms. Everything's the same. But if I buy it from your site and I click on your link and buy it that way, I get all these extra perks. And so you're incentivizing people to buy through your link. You're incentivizing not to just go straight to their website to buy it, but to buy it through you. You're giving them, extra icing on top of the cake, where you're saying, hey, do this, buy it here, and you'll get this, 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 and this. I'll throw in as bonuses for buying through my site. And then you can add in things and say, I have a little disclaimer at the bottom. I am an affiliate for XYZ. That does, the price all remains the same, but as just need to share with you and let you know that I do receive an affiliate commission for any sales that are made. And that way people know why you're promoting it, is that you do get an affiliate commission for that, but you're not changing the pricing, because 99% of the time affiliate commissions don't change the price. They're just coming out of the profits of the other end. But again, that business is saying, well, I would be spending that money on marketing and advertising and sales stuff anyway to get the client. So I'm happy to pay it to you instead to get the client for me. So they just accept that as a part of the marketing expense. And so they're not, the customer at the end of the day isn't paying anything more. There's no added fees. There's no added burden. They're just getting more. So think about how can you add some sweetener to it? How can you add some added value to it? Say, hey, if you join their program through my link, I will give you X, Y, and Z as a bonus. And that way, bam, you just incentivize people to always want to go through you, because there's a lot of extra, there's a lot of extra goodness over here if I do it this way instead of just going straight to the other people. So just to kind of wrap all this up, affiliate marketing can be a very valuable source of income for your business if it's done well, if it's managed well, if you are not constantly hammering your list. Because again, there are people out there that do it. They go, you're on my email list, and now every week you're going to get a different affiliate offer, and I'm just going to pound you every single week. It's exhausting, and it's only a matter of time before people hit the unsubscribe button and leave, because they're like, I'm done being pitched endlessly. Because every week it's something new, it's something different. It's the ultimate answer every week of what I need to solve all my problems, and yet next week it'll be something different, and it just, you get put them on mute, and you don't listen to them anymore. So you don't want to become that, because then when you go and pitch your own stuff, when you're out there pitching your own services, people are no longer even listening to you. They've ignored you because of all the other pitches that you keep throwing at them. They just stop listening to anything that you're saying. So you want to do that in such a way that it's manageable, that it dovetails nicely, that it's not overdone. You're offering these things, you're offering these services in a way that it just makes sense. Hey, my audience is definitely interested in this. I'm not going to provide the service. So here, let me have an automatic referral mechanism in place where I automatically refer people go to this place, and because they're great, I know they're going to take good care of you. And as a part of willingly giving them customers, I get paid. I get some income. And when we do that, and if you do this and you align yourself with good products, you align yourself with good people, and you're selling something that is valuable, that is useful, that is reasonably priced, that is a good service that people need, and you're not overdoing it, these are all things that can add nice little income streams to your business. You can have a nice little steady stream of income coming in for this stuff, and you're not even having to service the clients. You're not having to do extra work. You're just saying, yep, I recommend this company. Here you go through my link. You'll get a couple extra bonuses and sign up, and you'll be very happy. And again, done well with the right people, it's a win-win situation for all, because the customer is happy because they got the help that they needed. The other company is happy because they're getting clients and you're selling clients for them. And so they're happily paying you a commission to bring them clients. And you're happy because you're generating a stream of income without having to do any extra work. You're just saying, yep, go to these people. They're fantastic. They're who I recommend for that. So think about that. It's a great way to expand your ability to make some extra income, because again, making the income is the core element of being able to have a successful business, having enough income coming in to support your work and to pay you for your time and effort to be successful. And these are the things that you need to do. So you need to expand your thinking a little bit to, how else can I generate income? It's not just that I only do one thing and I only have one service. You need to be able to think a little bit broader. How else can I bring in income? What else can I offer? What else can I do? Because when you do that, you start opening up the faucet a little bit wider to allow the income stream to come through. So that's everything we have for today. I hope you found this valuable, and I will talk to you again very soon.